Today we are decorating for Halloween and I am so excited. I'm also very anxious because we are September 28th and I actually wanted to do this like September 1st. Where has the time gone? I mean, I know where the time has gone because I set myself up with so many DIYs and they all took so much longer than I thought they would, like this stupid thing. The coral reef, oh my god, it took so much longer than I thought. It is not even finished yet, but it is coming together. I'm hoping to like almost finish it so I can do the finishing touches next week so that I'm done. I want to be done with it, but I'm very excited to finally decorate for Halloween. I don't know which part to do first. Like try to finish up the coral reef or start with the kitchen. My lighting, it's like the perfect fall day, which means I'm so happy that summer is over and I'm super happy about it. Sorry people who love summer, but I like it. I like it when it's not too warm, not too cold. I like the sound of rain, but filming wise, it means that the lighting isn't really there, so I will have to put on my lights. If you want to see the DIYs that I did for this year's party, they should be up on my channel right now. Like the coral reef, the rum boxes, the candles. I still need to finish everything except for the rum boxes. And also like a spooky candle piece made out of pool noodles. I've worked with a lot of pool noodles this year, which was fun and not so fun sometimes. Yeah, I'm probably gonna start with the coral reef because that needs to be done. If you want to watch the DIYs, they're up on my channel. Go check them out. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for watching. And I hope you like what I did. Normally the day that I start decorating for Halloween, I put on the first Halloween movie of that year. I like to start out with Casper or Sleepy Hollow, but I'm actually not really feeling that right now. I'm actually not feeling it right now. I think I want to watch the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, or put on. I'm not like watching it, but I think I want to put those on because it matches the theme, and I don't know, I'm not really feeling it. So I made this out of cardboard, like a plate, and toilet rolls that I cut up. Actually spent, oh, and then I spray painted it into a couple of colors. Actually spent quite a lot of time on it, but I don't think it fits with the other colors. Yeah, it didn't really fit. Also spray painted these because I thought these would look cute as well, and they do, but they're still a little bit too dark. I wish I got lighter colors. I went with darker colors because I wanted to make it look more Halloween-y, because I think it's actually a little bit too bright for Halloween. I did put one fish there. I'm also gonna put seaweed hanging from the ceiling. From the ceiling. It's gonna be like when you push away a curtain. That's how I want the shape of the seaweed. And then this little guy, I'm gonna draw like, I don't know, crosses for eyes, that it's like a dead fish. That's my way of making it Halloween appropriate. I do like my wall of fish or my school of fish. And these ones are made from very glittery paper. You cannot really see it on camera. Doesn't really sparkle now, but in real life, especially at night, you can really see the sparkles. That's gonna look really nice. I'm thinking about setting up the display that I want to do, or what I think that I want to do, and then maybe I don't need anything in the background there. I do think it looks nice. Problem is, I have a lot of black items and I don't think the black is matching the blue. So I don't think I want to use black there. I'm going to use black in every other area, but it does mean that like some items that I could use I am not gonna be able to use, but maybe I can put them somewhere else. Definitely gonna use the silver plates, gold plates, the little skull glasses that we need for one of the quests of our party game. I'm going to put crystals, little crystals, different colored crystals as the eyes, so that other people can see what type of drink that they are drinking. Like Coca-Cola in there, and then for regular cola, the eyes will have red eyes, zero will be black, and then light will be silver. See, I found 7 more in a closet here, probably. Some of them we used last year. Oh, now I am obsessed with things that I bought for this year's party. These little fish bowls, they are too cute. Look at them. So yeah, we're gonna put candy in those. I've already purchased some of the candy that we're gonna put in there, like these. So these are little shells, plastic shells with candy in them, like hard candy. Look at that. Oh my god, so cute. I bought these when I was at the market, just a usual regular weekly market that's here. Got these from, not Amazon. I think I said Amazon, but that's not true. Temu, I'm guessing. Yeah, they came in a pack of 5, and then what I needed this for is because when I went thrifting, I found a fish bowl. Is this, and I love it. Look at like the detail, the scalloped detail. Cool, super cool. I think I'm gonna put popcorn in this, and I want to put it really high up because that's gonna be like the main display, because it's so cool. And it was €5, but of course it's glass, and I can reuse it afterwards for flowers, for whatever. Then some little shovels where you can put maybe cheese cubes in there or in them. These ones I got from Action. I got 2 of these, one for me, one for my sister. So they're coconuts. You can put drinks in there. They were only €1, so I thought this was so cute. And then matching sand castles, because we're gonna put food in this as well. Look at how cute! I did wanna spray paint the handles, or maybe if I just put them in the back, you cannot really see them. Okay. I was looking for these upstairs, so I'm happy I found them. Oh yeah. I also got these little shells to display and maybe put something from food in it. Little M&Ms, little pearls maybe. Look how cute. Let's just start putting things where I think I want them to go. I do want to get little stands to put some things higher, so it flows a little bit better. But for now I'm just gonna put things where I think I want them to go. And I still have 3 weeks to finish it, so that's okay. Oh, and to scoop the popcorn, I got this. Oh my god, it's so cool. So this is just like a little fishnet. I'll try to film it like the whole food display the day of the party, when every bowl and bucket is filled with the candy pieces. This is the kitchen area. My lighting is already going way down. This is the kitchen area. This is gonna be the ship part. I got my rum crates. I don't see them. Are they in shot? Probably a little. I got my rum crates. I'm gonna put a big pirate flag like on top. I think we want to put a treasure there, like on this side. All the bottles. What else do I want to put there? Just some extra old piratey looking things, crates, anything I want, anything I can think of actually. And then another weird thing, what's it called? Like the nets, fish nets. I did paint these little sea stars to hang on the fish nets, so it looks like the ship has been down a long time. I'm gonna put some pumpkins on it because I want it to look like the ship went down when all the pirates were having a Halloween party, which sounds a little bit stupid, but yeah, that's what I want to do. Quite big. My god. I think a smaller size would have been better actually. Should I heave it up a little bit more? Crap. Okay. And yes, I did iron it. Yeah, it could have. It's okay that it has like some creases here and there, but I didn't want like the fold lines, the creases from where it was folded into the packaging to show up. So we are the morning after, and I thought I would show you what I've did last night when the camera was off. So I've added pumpkins to this one, to this area. Like I said, I want to make it look like they were having a Halloween party when the ship sank. Did not really add anything to this part. I think I did add these nets, like a white creepy cloth and then a fish net, which I try to make it a little bit more dirty or worn out. And then I'm gonna add some green stars to it as well, but that's for later. Probably after I've put all the bottles up, I am going to put this cloth or creepy cloth down as well to protect like the kitchen table topper from candle wax stains. I added a little shell. I added a message in a bottle. Then this cup that I bought when I went to Croatia, and I actually bought it in like a gas station, and I think it looks actually really cool. I think it was like 10 euros. And a black painted skull. So this is pretty done. I'm thinking of leaving this pretty simple. Gonna add a black creepy cloth just to make it a little bit more dark. Gonna do the same for the radiator next to the couch. Just put a creepy cloth, and then I put like a little spider skeleton next to the couch to scare people, hopefully. We had to put the pirate flag up again. My boyfriend secured it with tags this time. It is crooked and it is bothering me. See, it is leaning more to the left. He said he would do it again, but I don't know. Then, I don't know, it looks okay, but I'm really not as happy as I thought I would be with the Coral Bay. I think I am going to go with black instead of the green plates because it doesn't feel Halloweeny enough. And the black does spookify it a little bit. I just don't like black and blue. I just don't think it goes well. To me, it looks too cluttered. So maybe I will take out a few of the coral pool noodles. And I do want to put something under the sandcastle boxes to make them stand out a little bit more. Hopefully I have something in my closet somewhere that I can put them on so I don't have to buy something new. Then I've just put a skeleton, candelabra, and a spooky pumpkin on there because I didn't know what else to do. Then for this radiator, also gonna go with just plain. I'm gonna take a white creepy cloth instead of a black because I'm putting the excuse the letter, like the green shell, and then the thing that I've painted above also doesn't really match well with black. So, and the fish are blue. So yeah, still not a lot to do, but some finishing touches, and then I'm gonna try to finish it today, and then I will probably rearrange a lot of it this week, and then hopefully next week I can film the finished result. But I almost always don't feel good about or don't like what I did just after I did it. But that's every time I decorate. I don't like it at first, but then when I zhuzh it up, oh yeah, you can see it's a little bit crooked. Zhuzh it up. In the end, I usually end up liking it, but I don't know for this one. I was really excited. I still am, but a little less. I think I like it better like this. It fills up the area more. So these are my little fish. This is actually the first task that they will need to do for the quest, the treasure hunt. So I added these paper clips to all of the fish. I still need to write a number on them. That's the number of points that they're getting when they hooked a fish. Then instead of a magnet, I have this fishing game, and I thought it would be funny if they need to like scoop up a fish with this, which is just not as easy as it looks. So yeah, I thought that could make it a little bit more funny or fun instead of just like casting the line 3 times. It needed to be a little bit more difficult than that. So this is how the cards came out. I do like them, like a little bit of the paint came off, but that's good. They need to look a little bit withered. I should have roughed up some of the edges, but it's fine. I'm happy they don't need to look perfect. So yeah, I used tissue paper, Mod Podge, then like roughed them up a little bit, let them dry, some tea or coffee stains, then in the back, matte black paint, cut out our logo, Mod Podge again, and then a little bit of coffee stain as well. I think they look pretty good. Some of them are already falling off, but I will just leave them like that and then fix them the day of the party itself, probably. So I wanted to give you a little bit more of a better overview of everything. Maybe tell you how I made it, where I got it. So you can decide for yourself if you want to maybe make something or find something very similar. I thought I'd start with this treasure chest. So the chest is for my boyfriend, so I just use it for that. I use it as like a vampire emergency kit last year, and then this year it's a treasure chest. So it's actually have been used quite well. Yeah, so the paper, I just did like the old tea staining, coffee staining trick. And then I drew like the treasure map myself. So it looked a little bit more authentic. And then of course I also added the logo. And I burned the edges as well. Then I stuck some golden coins to the back with some sticky tape because I don't know, I just wanted it to look a little bit more like it's filled with gold, jewels, and I also wanted to make the treasure look like it was like overflowing with gold. So I actually put like a piece of carton in it and then like a flap, and then went over this part, like the top part, with gold leaves or golden leaves. So when you see it like this, it looks like it is actually filled with just gold pieces. I could have made it a little bit better if I would have like made a sphere, like half a sphere instead of just flat. But I think with the piles, it actually looks pretty authentic. Then I added some pearl necklaces. This is actually like a headband. Oh, my pirate's hat. Like a headband that I bought. I don't think I've ever worn it outside, but that's okay. Then my feisty little crab made out of pool noodles, chenille wire, googly eyes, and just paper. And yeah, I think it looks good. And then the little cards that I made, again with our logo. I tried to make them look like they were old and worn, used a lot. So yeah, I didn't have these golden coins, so that I bought. These thick jewels I already had, and then these I bought from Shein. Yeah. Then I put a golden cage, that's my mom's, an old oil lamp. I thought these dark brown stained glasses would match the vibe actually. A compass, cannot forget. Then the bottles that I DIY'd. I mean, it's not a massive DIY, but it does take a long time. So I removed the labels. I've dripped candle wax over them. So I melted a few of these candles. Just poured it over the bottles. Then put some candles in it. Made them drip. And then I added some shells that I turned green. And then also use a little bit of black and orange to get the accents to show up more. So yeah, that's a little overview. So I did a lot of bottles. Not every bottle has a candle, but then I put some keys on a ring. The keys I already owned because I bought them for, I think, the Harry Potter party. And then the bottles also from me, from family members. I asked them to save a couple of the bottles so that I could use it for the Halloween DIY that I wanted to do for this year's theme. Then I just put a white creepy cloth already owned. Then I did buy these fishnet thingies. Got them from, again, also Shein or, what's the other one, Temu. So yeah, I did order them from Temu. Then these little star fish clips. So it's actually something to put in your hair. Their hair accessories or, I don't know, other type of accessories. And I also painted them green. Then went over it with black to deepen things up. Then I used like a shiny orangey color, not orange but coppery color to highlight. So yeah, the kitchen island doesn't represent an island, but more of like a part of the ship that has sunken. Maybe the deck below. And then the treasure is just there. Because I didn't want to put it like on the ground. It would have made more sense to put it down, but it looks better when it's like displayed here on the side. Then the rum crates I made, or rum boxes I made. And I wanted it to feel like the ship went down when they were having a Halloween party. So that's why I got my little Halloween lanterns. I don't know how else to call them. Some candlestick holders with candles in them. Another one of the papers that I used the tea method on. A candle, another candle, like a fake candle. And then a key around it with like tied up with some string. Thought that was cute. And then I just made sure that like, the golden coins were coming back, like some of the seashells were coming back. Then I have a lantern with a fake candle in it. Oh, and then the seaweed, it looks good, but that was a whole project, a long project, and I don't think I'll ever do it again. Because some of them didn't like really made it through. It created holes because the paper is so thin. I mean, it looks more like seaweed than with this method. But yeah. Then over here, this tea light holder or candle holder piece. I thought it had like the right ambience to add a like seashell decor piece with a pearl in it, which I think is pretty cute. Again, matches the theme. And then this actually should have been inside there. The crates that I already own, like this big crate, super cool. Another rum box. And then I put the crate on this little stand. I was gonna make a barrel, but I didn't have the time. And I didn't want to make it anymore. Then I got 3 little candle lights. These candlestick holders are from IKEA. They're a set of 3. The third one is over there. And then the back one, I just got this last weekend at Green here in Belgium. It's like a garden center and it matches a lot of the decor that I already have. So that's going to be a all year round piece, hopefully. And then in this crate we have our necklace, a little book, a skull with some jewels as eyes, or 4 eyes. I left the label on this bottle because I thought it matched the vibe very good. Like the stopper is also something that could have been something they could have used in the past on bottles. Then another one of those sea star things, because it has a clip. It holds on to the crate. What is it? A looking glass? I don't know. I will pop the word up. Another like pearl, I think it's a bracelet, a shell, some of the cards, old paper. This I got out of a gas station when I was on holiday in Croatia, so that's actually pretty cool. And I put a tea light in there. Then back here I have this little DIY that I made that I saw Raven Elise make, and it's just 2 skulls spray painted black, put on top of each other. These are plastic bowls that I got from Action, super inexpensive. A fake candle light, this little tray. I like trays. And then these little sea stars which show up really nicely on black. They were pretty inexpensive actually for the amount that I got. I think they said it had 50 in a packet, but I don't know if that's true. It seemed less. And then a fish with some fake seaweed. And then on the other side, 2 candlestick holders with gold candlesticks in it. Then this, what is it? A tiered stand? Is that what it's called? Not really sure, but it's like, yeah, a layered or tiered stand. I did flip these plates because the detail here is on the back, on the bottom. And on the other side, it's just clear glass. So I don't know, I wanted to make the detail pop up more, and I'm not really going to use it as to display food on, unless it's like in a cup. So that's why I spray painted the bottom and not the top. And I think the little coffins were again really matching the vibe. Another fish, seaweed, this little tea light, which is so cute when it's lit up. And then some kitchen roll that I bought last year at Fun, but Fun doesn't exist anymore. So yeah. Then I put a candle just behind it to make the treasure chest pop up a little bit more. My little captain hat that I put on. This is the little crocodile. So it's just a blow up crocodile. It was good for the story, and I will probably use it maybe to give to someone's child when there's maybe like a birthday party or something. And then it was used as a prop for the game, because round 4 was Tick Tock Croc. And we used like the little game where you had to push in the teeth of the crocodile, and then at one tooth it just snaps. Then the table didn't really do anything because we displayed the food on Coral Bay, but then during the game we just put a lot of it on the table. Then my little toxic green ocean with a lot of fish. Some of them are only like 1, 2, or 3 points. And then there were a couple of fat fishes that had 5 points or 10 points. But nobody had a 5 or 10 pointer fish. So yeah, that's too bad. And then my little one-legged pirate. I mean, I'm still dragging his second leg everywhere with him. Sometimes just for balance, but yeah, I just put on a little pirate cap, I think it's what it is. I got that so many years ago together with a couple of like the bigger golden coins and like the big jewels. They were like a matching set. One of like a big pumpkin I got this year from a store called Colruyt. His eyes lit up, and it was only 20 bucks, which is actually kind of a good price because usually these ones are 35 at least, going up to 50, which is so expensive. So that's why I had to snag him. I think this was $19.99, and then I have a white like taller, slimmer version that was $60.99, or reversed. I don't know exactly anymore. And then above our toxic green ocean, we have a radiator. Then I just put a white cloth on. Again, I already had that. A couple of the seaweed pieces that I did with the sewing machine. Maybe you can see it a little bit better. Which is pretty cute. A couple of the pool noodle pieces. These are the little fish hooks that they had to use to catch the fish. I added some paper clips to the front of the fish, and that's how you had to fish them up. Some tea lights, a little ceramic pumpkin that I got a couple of years ago. Another piece made with pool noodle and chenille wire, and then the same old seaweed technique. One has fallen off. I stick them on a couple of weeks ago, and a lot of them did fall off. And I just left them until like the day of the party itself, because otherwise I would have been re-sticking them all every night, probably. And then on our closet, I just have a light up like blow mold pumpkin. A candelabra. I didn't put any candles in it because I was sick of it. A big foam skeleton. Oh, this is still on. Oh my God. So that's been going. So that was on. That was still on from last night, as well as the blow mold pumpkin that was actually still on as well, like 2 or 3 hours ago. But yeah. Then La pièce de résistance. I think this is what people like the most. This and then the rum crates. So yeah, this I'm super happy with. I mean, the little crab. It is so cute. The legs. And I love that he's like standing there guarding like the pieces of gold that fell. A little bit like the crab from what movie? Moana or Vaiana. Yeah, and I just cut up pool noodles, all different kind of ways. If you want to see how I did everything, by the way, the crates, the rum crates or the rum boxes, the whole pool noodle display, like the whole coral reef. I have a video on my channel. I got this big fish bowl. I really had to get that. I filled it up with popcorn. And then I had to have this. I went to like a pet store to get it. It was $1.99, so that's pretty fair price. And this I got from a secondhand store, which was €5, I think. But like the scalloped edge, it's just so perfect. Hi, it's just so perfect. I like it. And then I didn't like my coral reef display until I put like the big shell piece behind, like the focal point of the whole coral reef, the whole display. And this is actually because we bought a mirror at IKEA, which has this shell or whatever you want to call it shape. I kept it because I thought I wanted to use it for a makeup look. I can still use it for a makeup look, like a mermaid makeup look. And then I want to do the back in like dark, creepy colors for maybe a siren look. Get back to the pool noodles. Most of them I got from a store called Action. They were like $1.95 a piece. We got another like necklace. We gave one to the winner last night. It was a little candy bag and then a Then the necklace, which the winner last night was somebody who likes to dress up. So yeah, it was actually good that she has this now. If she ever wants to dress up like a pirate, she now has this, which is pretty cool, like Keira Knightley from Pirates of the Caribbean. Elizabeth. I was thinking, what is her name? Okay, so yeah, all different kinds of poo noodle pieces. Then these little shells. I put candy fish in there. These were from Temu. These were from a store, Dreamland. Just some regular shells. They're actually pretty sturdy, pretty good. I can still use them when kids come to play, when we're going to the beach. And I know kids are, and friends with kids are going as well. I can just take these along and they can have something to play with. Yeah, so this is a sandcastle. Then these little fish bowls, I think are the coolest. They're really good. They're from Temu. I will link them because they got a bad review from someone saying it was like all dented, but I actually received them in mint condition, and they're actually really strong, really sturdy. So yeah, they're cute. And like I fill them up with candy like these. Oh, look at these shells. Aren't they so cute? The stand I already had. I use with every season, every time I decorate, I use it for something. Yeah, I've used it for everything. And then on this side, this I made with coffee filters. It's cute, but I would use tissue paper, colored tissue paper, because this was, or tissue paper, not what's it like this, like napkins. Like napkins instead of tissue paper. You could use tissue paper, but I think napkins are a little bit more inexpensive. I'm not quite sure. Then a little SpongeBob house. Did forget to light up the tea light that I put in there. But that's okay. We actually bought it, or my mom bought it, I think, for her little aquarium that she had with her fish, like a couple of years ago. She doesn't have the aquarium anymore, but we do still have this. And it, like, the second round of the game was filling in some of the words for the SpongeBob theme song. He lives in a pineapple under the sea. Pineapple was one of the words, so that was already a little hint for our guests. And then another one of the shell, and then I just laid some of the golden coins everywhere, some of, you know, the jewels. I thought it came out pretty nice. Behind the couch, we went with 2 fish nets with a couple of fish that are caught in it. Oh, by the way, we stuck everything with painter's tape, so I just stuck it. I will show you with this one. So yeah, I just made it into a little roll. I don't know how else to explain it. So that it sticks onto the fish, but this part is sticky as well. And then just stick it on a wall, and the fish, because they are not so heavy, they have been on the wall ever since. Now this, like the bubbles made out of pool noodles, that's a little bit heavier. I used like the painter's tape as well, but the painter's tape doesn't really stick to the pool noodle material. So I did hot glue one side of the tape to the pool noodle, the back of the pool noodle, and then the other side that is sticky, I just stuck to the wall. Now this one, I don't know why, maybe it's a little bit heavier. This likes to come loose. It has fallen down once, messed up my display because I didn't stick them onto a box, or they're all just free, loose. They can fall down anytime, which is a pretty risky thing to do, but I don't know, it has worked until now. It did frustrate me a couple of times because it did fall down a couple of times. But it held together yesterday, so I'm pretty happy with that. For this whole wall, we went with the same seaweed technique, just using streamers and then twisting them, sticking them to the bottom. So again, I did use the same like painter's tape. So it's stuck on the wall and then to the back of the streamer. Now it does show up a little bit like on the light green. You can see the painter's tape, but it's actually, I know, I don't mind, especially at night when all the lights are dimmed. You cannot really see it. It doesn't show up that much. And I didn't want to stick them with clear tape or other like strong tape because I didn't want to rip off all our paint because other people are gonna live here after us, and I don't wanna, I did made some holes, but I also used some existing holes. So yeah, I try to make it, I don't want to say safe, but I think you know what I mean. Clean as I can. Yeah, so this is another of like the little sea star. And then I did make the fishnets, I did darken them up with black and green, so it looked a little bit more like yucky, Halloweeny, not so squeaky clean. And then on our radiator here, I just put on a creepy cloth, nice little Halloween pumpkin string lights. Oh, I didn't move this back properly, wait a minute. That's how it looked last night. I love this piece. This is gorgeous. I got it from Dreamland, I think, 2 years ago. But like last year, they also had it. So maybe they still have it if you like it and you live in Belgium or wherever that store is located. Oh, I think it's so cool. It does light up in white. It's pretty aggressive because I also lit up this little fake wax candle, and the white from the piece overpowered the candle, and I prefer the candlelight. Some other wine bottles that I DIY'd a couple of years ago. So I put like black paint with starch on it, and then some what looks like fake candle wax drippings, and then I just painted them black as well. Another poo noodle piece. Little creepy spider back there. I got my spooky blankets out. Then the other one is with like ghosts and pumpkins. So yeah, this one is like a little thing I bought last weekend to keep your foot warm. It's pretty cute. Now on the table, I just put a creepy cloth with some spiders, or a table runner, and this plastic basket that I bought from, I think, a store called Zeeman. It's like what you can get out of a dollar store, I think, is kind of like the same. Then for the TV area, on the TV stand, I put down a creepy cloth. This spooky skull that used to be like a Bordeaux purpley color underneath, and then black with black details, but I spray painted it black as a whole. Now last year I kept it in the original color because our colors for the Halloween party were dark red, Bordeaux, black, silver, so it matched. But was the first time that we used those colors as a theme. We usually go for green, black, orange, so that's why I just wanted it to look black in its whole. It has a sensor, so when you move in front of it, it gives a creepy laugh, but I've turned it off right now. It's a little bit messy right now. I didn't really clean this up from last night, but jewels, the money, I try to make everything come back a little. And then above the TV, I have this Halloween banner. This was like the last piece in the store. I wish it said Happy Halloween, or like one big garland that said Happy Halloween, because now it's just Halloween. It's weird. I mean, it does fit. It's okay. So yeah, it is. This is like real Halloween. And then this is colorful. Yeah, but I try to make it a little bit more creepy with the black creepy cloth. Then the purple, then the orange, and using a dark purple. Then this thing I made last year. I think it's up on my Instagram as well. If you want to see how I did that. I mean, everybody has made this. So I think everybody knows how to make this. It's just really cool. And then in the hallway, we have our big octopus thing, which I think makes like a really big impact when you come in. I really like it. And I like that it's looking at our light like it's a big jewel, big shiny thing that he wants. Super cool. And really easy to make. It takes quite a long time because like I stapled every piece together. I think I used at least 40 pages of paper, but look how cool. I didn't spray paint the whole, but I like made like sweepy coats. I don't know. And then I rolled it, and then I did some other like, I don't think I have footage of that, to make it a little bit more like dark and grimy. I did forget to do his face. I should have made that a little bit black as well, like black parts like across his head and at the bottom of his head. But yeah, it did came loose twice, so that's why he's looking a little bit wrinkly. But it's fine. We solved it. And then some little black fish, one at the bottom, one on the ceiling, two on the wall. And then on this side we have black creepy cloth. Sorry if you can hear someone in the background. My partner is playing on his PC. Hi, I look awful today, so I'm not going to show you my face. A chain. I actually wanted to hang like these baskets when one of them is upside down and then another one and then stuck together, and in there is like a skeleton. And then I wanted to use this. I wanted to like wrap around it or let it hang from the basket, out of the basket. It looked like a little tiny jail, like a pirate jail. But yeah, I couldn't find the baskets and I also ran out of time, so it's okay. This is, I will put it on, but it does make like a bubbly sound, so it's actually it is just so flippin' loud. And I actually, yeah, I'm not gonna turn it around, but I actually put like a cotton pad underneath, and then I'll stick it on there to make it less loud, but it's still so loud. Oh, but okay, my throat was very dry. I had to drink. These stacked skulls, oh, I love them. I've used this, I think, also every year. The only thing is there's a light in there, but it's multicolored, like not just a plain white light. I wish I had that, but it's okay. I love it. I really, really, really like it, and it fits almost every theme. Then this, I will move my shoes. This is the other pumpkin that I was talking about, the white one. That was, I think, $16.99, and I think it's cool. The eyes, like the lights are very bright, I do have to say. But it's okay. Look, it's so creepy looking. I'm really happy I purchased it this year. Then I just had some wax candles going up. I did put in a blue light in here, and then the wax candle does light up his face because I didn't want to put this light on because then you lose a little bit of the creepy effects. And then on the back of our staircase I just put up some creepy cloths. This little corner was actually put up a little more, but I think it fell down. Then this is the other pool noodle piece that I was talking about. I really wish I had these tea lights with a remote control because I have to take them out and put them in every time I use it. Switch them all on or switch them off. And yesterday when I was tired, I was a little bit, not aggressive, but a little bit, I wasn't soft enough, so I did break something. But yeah, people also really liked this piece. So the last little room that I decorated was a toilet. Put up a fish over there, another one over there. Then a little stand with like our cards. It looks like a rum bottle. Then this is from last year's, from when with the vampire theme. And then this is actually another thing that I already owned. The stand is from Action as well. Already owned it. The bottle is like a gin bottle that my partner finished. And then this, I like these type of things. It's like, it looks like an octopus kept in water. Oh, I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. And it's a dark purple, so it actually matches this year's color scheme. It was still at my mom's, but I did find it this year and I was like, oh, perfect. Meant to be, gotta take it. And that's actually all. When they enter, there are a couple of black lines they need to follow. So it continues on. Oh, it goes in a little circle right here. It's making me dizzy. This wasn't part of the game. I just thought it was a nice touch. And then you arrive at the treasure. And then above our ship, we have a big, like, bigger than expected. I thought it was a little bit smaller, but that's okay. Pirate flag. I did iron it. I know, I'm crazy. It had these lines where you can definitely see that it was folded. And then above that, I used my black feathered boas. I wasn't really sure at first, but then my partner was like, his justification of using the black feathered boas was, weren't there a lot of, how do I say this? Ladies for pleasure? Ladies for male company? I think you know what I mean. And also, like the top of the ship where there's like a person on the lookout, it's called a raven's nest, if I'm not mistaken. And the feathers do make me think a little bit of like feathers from a raven or a crow. Oh, crow's nest. That's what it is. And the crow's nest. And I think it could resemble feathers of a crow. This is all the decor that I did for this year's Halloween with the theme Sunkin pirate ship. I love making people love Halloween. Making people just love Halloween and the party. And then for the next video, I will be talking about our Halloween party. I will be going over everything that I liked, that I didn't like, what I'm gonna scratch in the future, what I definitely will still be doing. I will be going over the food, the drinks, what worked, what didn't work actually.